So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished installing a Bradford White 50-gallon water heater. This is the high input model. This one's designed for space heating, radiant heating, whatnot. So it's got the outlets here for recirc. You can take these space heating outlet, go up to a furnace, HVAC up in the attic that's designed for radiant for heating the home, or you can go to tubing in the floor. But we're not using it for that. This is just a high input unit for, they got a big soaking tub and big family, well, medium-sized family, and they want to make sure they got enough hot water. So anyways, 50 gallon, it's the URG 250H 6N, that's for the high input. And then of course there's your serial number. You want to go to bradfordwhite.com, fill out the documentation, give them this information right here, full name, street address, whatnot. Get your warranty going on this guy. So as per contract and per code, we've got some new items installed. It's not lit yet. We'll light it in just a minute and get the burner going. But this guy up top, we replaced the shutoff valve. So it had an old gate valve in here. And we always like to put new valves in. It's quarter turn Watts, full port, quarter turn ball valve. So 3/4 inch. So off and on, off, on, real good. We put one on the hot side as well. It's not required by code. But we put this guy on there because while we're working on the system, if we turn the water on to the home and this does not have an isolation valve on, a lot of times we get blowback through the hot side and get sprayed in the face, or we soak the platform. So we just put another valve on here. This is not required, but it is handy because when you go to work on things, you can shut this off, you can shut this off, and now you know there's no water going to escape, and you're free to service the equipment or replace it, whatever you have to do. So anyways, hot and cold valves, and of course copper adapters here. And then full brass. When we tie in, we go to brass. So it's a brass nipple right in here. And then, of course, a brass 90. We turned it because we're heading right into this vent pipe. We wanted to keep it away, so we put a 90 on there and then another nipple. So solid brass construction. Same thing over here. I'm not going to try and pull this back and show it to you, but brass. We don't use any iron pipe in our installations. Brass. And then here we got Falcon stainless steel connectors underneath the insulation. Full 3/4 inch by 12 inch. Falcon stainless steel connectors. These guys are 0.725 inside diameter. They are the largest in the industry. Ultra flexible. We like these guys. We've been using them a while, so we won't use anything else with these. They're a little more expensive than most, but that's what we like. Down here at the top, we have some extensions. They're pure brass. Again, those flow very well. It's just to get the pipe extension right here. They have little heat traps installed. Little plastic cap sits up on top. And there's a conflict sometimes when you're tightening down the nuts on these supply lines. So we just, you know, and they're about $7 each. So we spend a little bit of extra money just to get those on there. Make sure that it's tied in correctly. Do monitor this for any kind of weeping, anything at all. Any moisture at all. I'm talking about just one drip. Call us, let us know. We'll come out and take care of it right away. We don't want that to get away from us. So as per contract as well, and per code, these require a larger diameter vent because it's a high BTU unit, 55,000 as opposed to the 40 on the regular. And so the standard is a 3-inch vent, need a 4-inch vent. So not only did we take a single wall vent up to the ceiling line, up to the ceiling bucket, but we also took a dual wall B vent up through the attic. So that's brand new. We painted it. You know, it's not exact match of your color tile, but we don't know what it is. So it's like an off orange color, same, pretty close to what your tile, roof tile looks like. We're not going to go up on the roof and take a picture of it. But anyway, so single wall B vent. And then, of course, dual wall B vent up in the attic, tied in. Down here, we got your relief line. Relief valve was tied in from the factory. A little short nipple here, dielectric union, not required, but you know we put it on there just to separate the two metals. Never any this is never under pressure, so it's not going to corrode anyways. But we like that because it makes a transition from the threaded to the sweat. And then, of course, over here to the existing line that's in the wall and dumps out on the side. So this is your relief valve. Activate that once a year and shut it down. Make sure it's functioning correctly, as well as draining it down once a year down there through this valve right here, just to keep the sediment out of it. Upper third, we got a strap. Lower third, we got a strap. Over here, we got a brand new gas shutoff valve, and then, of course, a flexible line on there, so that's brand new. So everything's in here according to what we said we would do. We're gonna fire this guy up, get the pilot lit, light the burner. It's gonna be pretty quick. I'm gonna say between 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It seems like this covers the heats the water so quickly you hardly have to wait at all on these. So we're gonna light it up, maybe even time it while we're here, see how long it takes. Everything else looks good. Outside of that, this installation is done.